the very first trip you made to Charlotte?
It was long. It was a long flight, longest flight I've ever been on.
And once you got here?
When I got here, Brandon Bean picked me up in a minivan. And I had no idea it was humid. It was a lot. Never really been outside. You know, I went to college, so been to Wyoming, Colorado, San Diego, Las Vegas. And that was kind of the extent of my travels.
Is there a uniqueness to being inducted in the Hall of Fame that you now call home but did your whole life?
Oh yeah, it's very unique because when Tripp actually first called me, I was like, I didn't go to school here, so I don't understand how I'm eligible. And then he kind of told me all of the criteria, and I was like, oh okay, but being able to see all of these people, and like I said, it's one of those things too. It's made me kind of dive into the history of sports here in North Carolina and South Carolina, just because technology was not what it was back when I was in high school. The media and how sports was covered was not the same way that it is today. It's advanced. So, I just remember UCLA, USC, Notre Dame. That's what I grew up watching, right? Unless it was a big time game. And then obviously, Ward Dunn was playing for Florida State at that time, so seeing Florida State, Chapel Hill. But even looking at it, I remember the football when I was growing up the football was not what it is today, East Coast-wise, as far as being branded. So I just remember ACC basketball was what I got to see on television, and that was when there was 13 channels, right? And so that's what I experienced. Purdue, Duke, obviously, and then obviously going Duke, Chapel Hill, UCLA. So just seeing all of that stuff that really I just never experienced it until I moved here, and then obviously the way media has changed the landscape and the way you can view it and have access to it is really kind of allow people on the West Coast to really see there's some pretty darn good sports in the South.
Was it cool obviously you're a part of it at the professional level, but now that you see your kids kind of grow up in it and that's their culture?
Oh, absolutely. My son was wearing a Chapel Hill jacket the other day because it was raining, and he's had a Chapel Hill. Now I bought it for him, and it just kind of I've been on the campus at Drake May's Pro Day, and so a lot of these schools I end up going to for business-wise, I end up going to their team store and going in there and acquiring some of that stuff because I've never really been on the campus. I've never really seen some of these campuses until I have the opportunity to because I didn't go to school here, but I live here. So just kind of exploring that, and it's been fun and unique, and it's been cool.
Steve, you have done a lot of, you've obviously achieved a lot in your career. Is there any moment or play that you wish you had back when you're reflecting on it?
I think that's a cool question. I don't think right now I really have thought about it like that.
Yeah. Well, I asked because it's really, I would imagine it's very hard to recall all the great things, but I don't know if there was one thing that drove you to get here.
I guess what drove me to get here is you're asking me a question that very few ask, because a lot is written on not the 10 catches I caught, it's the one pass you dropped.
Yeah.
Well, talk about some of the 10 catches you caught. Your best was one of your best games that you remember.
I think the best game, probably my rookie season, was when I took the opening kickoff because the Wednesday, we played on Sunday, but that Wednesday, my daughter was born.
And just, you're a Hall of Famer, North Carolina Hall of Fame. What's that feeling like when you got the call?
It's great. It's different, right? It's part of it's just part of it, and just trying to kind of take it in and really process it. Everybody has a thought and everybody has an assumption, but when you go through it, you kind of still kind of process it and really just trying to figure it out.
And I'm going to say it, you'll eventually be an NFL Hall of Famer, so you will be there.
Yeah, hopefully.
This is most, you know you're going to beat it. Come on now. He ain't going to give that up. He ain't going to give that up. Just, okay. This is just the
The
start.
goalpost keeps moving.
It just keep moving.
I just keep moving.
But you're deserving of it. How does it feel when people tell you? How does it feel when people tell you you're deserving of these honors?
Well, it's taken me a long time to even to really sit here and really accept compliments, right? A lot of times when you're growing up, a lot of athletes, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, you build up that Teflon, you build up those calluses of being more aware of what you didn't hear, and sometimes you kind of get stuck in that. You don't really sit in when you do hear it. So for me, I'm just really I'm really honestly, and some people say it, so you believe it for what it is. Man, just learning how to just be okay with being okay in my own skin, right? Like, I don't know if everybody can say that or everybody realizes there's times where you wake up and to stardom, man, I want to play ball. And that's all I really look at as ball. I mean, people around here in Charlotte see me, and sometimes I'm in a grocery store. I'm not in a grocery store as Steve Smith. I'm in a grocery store looking for toilet paper. I'm not in a grocery store looking for autographs. I'm in the grocery store looking for napkins. And it's just the human element of it that I have to adjust and try to figure out how do I respectfully acknowledge and respond appropriately, but at the same time, when I'm where I'm at, I'm there for that task that I'm trying to do. And so it's just trying to have that balance.